and waves, we're wild and free. From the deck we'll see it all, laughing loud, having a ball. Are you ready? Let's hit the road. Eagle flying, watch us go. Mountain peaks to valleys deep, every turn a promise we keep. PK Adventure travels in our hearts. Every journey a brand new start. Laughs and smiles on every side. Join the fun, come for the ride. Island hopping, here we come. Sunny skies and beating drums. Finding treasures new and old, and with stories yet untold. Campfire glow under the stars, whispers of the moonlit stars. In every corner secret calls, the world awaits in wonder it unfolds. PK Adventure travels in our hearts. Every journey a brand new start. Laughs and smiles on every side. Join the fun, come for the ride.
Hello.
Hello.
Guys.
What's up, everyone?
We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, it happens.
I know, it does not want to work. So
it happens when you update your iOS, but not your, Jelly Bean, and it's not the same version as your, Mac, as your IBM compatibles, whatever.
Yep. After 2 restarts, we're here. Finally.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the iPhone compatibility thing with Mel's didn't want to work. It works on FaceTime and it connects to the Mac, but StreamYard wouldn't recognize it and give me the iPhone camera that we normally use as the option, and our lights are dead.
Oh, so yeah. And my mouse just got here from Amazon. The one that works now.
Oh, nice.
We have all kinds of things going on.
Does that mean you'll be pressing even more buttons tonight?
Well, that's the other thing. The Stream Deck started it all because the Stream Deck wouldn't work and was locking up. But anyway, we're here. We're here.
All right.
We are here. Enough of us trying to get it ready, but we are here. So thank you for everyone who is here today. It's your Wednesday meetup.
Yep.
With PK Adventure Travels.
Yes.
So
we are.
Yep. Welcome everyone.
CJ, you're in a different location every time.
I try to keep it interesting. I'm thinking very warm, although it's 43 degrees out. I'm trying to be on island time and on island mentality right now.
I'm just really upset that I didn't have snow day and drive up to Tallahassee like I wanted to. It's historical, man.
I know 8 inches of snow in Florida is unheard of.
Collapsing people's bird cages and flat roof enclosures all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So
who do we have here today?
Who do we have?
Who do we have? Well, right now we have the Moody Artist has come in.
Hello.
Thank you. Let's see if it works.
Hello.
It works.
For now.
So thank you so much for coming in, the Moody Artist. Looks like we've got a couple other people that just haven't talked in the chat yet. So everyone's getting super cold out there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, they can live through us when our 43 degree weather instead of their 7.
Yeah, but I mean in the Panhandle, and it wasn't just like a dusting in the Panhandle.
No, not like normal.
Yeah, Captain Billy J's on a cruise right now with his side-to-side cruise. He's on the, I think it's the Caribbean Princess he's on. He sent a picture to us of the Panhandle through his Ring camera. And it's inches. It's not just a fine coating. I mean, it was inches worth of snow in the Panhandle, which we have not seen in years.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that camera like that's the dang camera that's working. When it's this one down here.
Yeah. So when we stayed at Milton a couple weeks ago, they had 8 inches of rain. 8 inches of snow.
Yeah. But all right.
Things I've learned about my RV part 2. I will never drive it in the snow.
Absolutely. So the rest, I think what we were trying to decide is I know we do a lot of RVing and a lot of cruising. We've done a lot of cruise in our lives. So I think for the rest of this month will be kind of like the RV month, and we'll talk about our camping side of our adventures. So yeah, so let's finish up with what we learned within our first year of RV ownership.
Part 2.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen part 1, you got to go back to next week.
Yes.
Last week.
Last week.
That's what's
Not
last
next week.
She said
You
next
said
week.
next week.
Last week.
Sure.
She's going
We'll
back.
watch
It's
the
okay.
video and confirm that. You
Let her
wanna
go
bet
back to
on
the. Let her
Oh,
go back to the
whatever.
future.
So yes, all right. So what was next up for talking about what we learned within the first
Did we
year?
cover biggest challenges
No, we
with
didn't.
RV?
I gotta turn my volume up, guys.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, now I can hear everybody.
Biggest challenges with your RV that you've discovered in your first year?
We got a lot.
Booking sites on season.
Yes. I'll let you
Yes.
guys take the reins. Go ahead. You've
Book
had
in
a little bit
advance.
more challenges than us.
I mean,
Yeah.
you'd think 2 or 3 months is a reasonable thing with the hundreds of state parks and hundreds of state forest opportunities and the thousands of commercial RV parks, in our region. That's Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Let's call it the southern tri-state, if you will. Not the case. The popular places are booked years, in some cases, in advance, and that was a big surprise and a big challenge in some cases, just finding somewhere to go.
I don't know if this is the norm or it's because we had the hurricanes or what.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure this is the norm. I was told this many, many years ago. You better plan like way in advance during this season.
Because I know
Yeah.
the state parks you can't book, but like
11
9
months. Yes.
11 months in advance for Florida
Exactly. So,
residents.
state parks have an interesting rule. Residents can book up to 11 months in advance. Non-residents have a much shorter window for getting in. So when we want to leave the state, go to Georgia, Alabama, something like that, I don't know what rules apply outside of those states. I haven't done that.
I don't know. The Georgia one I booked was a state park, and I was able to do it a long while ago.
Okay.
Well-
So they may have different rules.
So it could be, different rules for different states. But yeah, I would agree because, I mean, you guys know how hard we've been trying to get a camping trip squeezed in February with our limited time.
Yep.
And every state park is booked out. Every state forest is booked out. County forests are booked out. We found one that would work, but their rules, because, they can make their own rules, said we had to be there before the gates closed at like 6 p.m., which just is not something that
doesn't work for your
feasible us to
travel.
leave after work on Friday to drive 3 hours. It's going to be 10 o'clock before we could get checked in.
So
We got
yeah,
people.
Yeah, well, we got some more people that came in. So we have KK's travel and education vlogs. Would you like to push a button?
Oh yeah, yes, that's my job.
Hey,
how you
how you
doing?
doing?
Mhm.
So she's asking how we're all doing, and yeah, it's cold. For
It's chilly.
Floridians.
It's
It is.
chilly today.
It's cold by Florida standards.
Yes,
So
and good to see you here. So thanks for stopping by again, KK's. So yeah, so let's continue. So yeah, so
speaking
yeah.
speaking on the Florida parks and states and stuff for camping, one of the other things that I don't think that people remember is probably half of our Florida state residents don't live here all year.
Correct.
Really? The driver?
Oops. Sorry. Somebody forgot
Amateur.
to silence their cell phone. Hold on.
Amateur.
Let me
As
check
I
with.
put mine in, do not disturb.
Hello, potential spam. Sorry. Yes, that's spam. Thank you. Everybody I
Anyways.
know is on this chat right
Did
now.
you get that IRS chat things?
Half
Yeah. As my
half
car
of our
warranty expired
residents
again.
don't live here. So let's say that they live in Ohio for the summer. They can still book 11 months in advance because they're
Yeah.
technically residents.
Yeah, if they
So
call
we're
in
competing
from
with
home.
people who don't even live here. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So that's a challenge.
Yeah.
Another challenge is not listening to your wife when she says, do maintenance on the RV. I'll never let you live it down. Never.
Yeah.
Do maintenance that the particular dealer who will remain nameless And
Yes.
said was done at a point of pickup.
And that's
Oh
the
my God,
challenge
why
you
is
run
that?
into
No.
with buying used. We lucked out for the most part with ours, sight unseen in a different
Mhm.
state, whereas you guys did do some research
Oh,
and
yeah.
some looking at it before making it, and unfortunately, it just turns out. But
Yep.
I think one of the biggest, what was our question again? Biggest challenges?
Biggest challenges.
Yeah, it's a big challenge.
And this is pre-setting up backup assist. But
Okay.
one of the biggest challenges
Was backing
was
up.
backing up and trying
right.
to maneuver
And communicating with your partner.
and communicating with your partner, because
where you don't want to kill each other.
yeah, we tried to agree on certain verbiages to use, and inevitably the person didn't use the proper term. You need to cut it. Well, which way? That way. Well, that is really helpful. Thank you.
Well, you've got a little bit more space. That means what?
Yeah, how much space are we
Well,
talking about? But
I learned to
that's
your
probably
left.
one of the biggest ones.
To your left is really the driver's right.
Yeah.
So
She
our
forgets that she's speaking
terminology was
opposite.
passenger side, driver side. That's the way that we try to talk. So we know if you have to go towards the passenger side, we know it's
Cut
that
towards
that
passenger.
side.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's definitely one of the challenges, maneuvering that in and backing it in. Oh my goodness! And
I
then
think
with
another
the backup
one.
assist, that's so much easier with the backup assist because a computer does it now.
Yeah. I think another one is picking your campsites when you're looking online.
Yes.
So you'll see on our TikTok a little snippet of this weekend's campsite. You never really know till you get there. If you have a tree and a cement block with a reflector on it in the middle of your campsite until you get there.
Right.
Even if the pictures say it looks great, it's not always what it seems.
Pictures are not always up to date. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
put that.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey,
And look
Yo,
at
yo,
that.
yo.
Press the button.
Yo, Brooklyn in the house.
That's right.
Ah.
Right. And that's special. No one else gets that. No one else gets that welcome there.
He's got a special button.
Wow.
And I must say, Eddie, I am waiting to see your response to my challenge that Jeremy played on the morning show this morning. I can't wait, because his with kind of shuffling in the snow, I don't think that's going to stand up to two of us, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You just better believe it.
Mhm.
And anybody who's watching this now, if you haven't, just watch Go Live Together in the morning. It's usually played once a day in many cases, or at least once or twice a week, just depending. But the challenges are up there, to say the least. Oh, yeah, his is coming. Oh, we have someone else that came in as well. Hi, Lucy Warrensworth.
Hello.
Thanks for
Hi,
dropping by.
Lucy.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Did you steal that right from Disney? Damn.
Actually, yeah, I
He was
did.
thinking of the kids.
Actually, I used
That's
Soundboard. So there's a website that has a lot of sound snippets. Most of them are short enough not to flag copyright. So
I don't know. It's Disney. The Disney police may actually be in your driveway already.
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right.
they said they're coming to visit you guys this weekend, not us.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We won't be home.
Well, that's okay. They're still gonna come bring their stuff to your house. Stay.
Oh!
All right, hold the fort. Hold the fort.
Oh, hold on.
Hold the fort. We have a
Welcome
new
to the party,
person.
pal.
Look who has come in, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Holy
look it.
cow.
Hey, girl.
Wow.
Hello.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my wonderful daughter, who is getting married
Next year.
in May of next year. So super chat all you want, because I need to pay for a wedding.
Haha.
But yes, that is Desi, and she is in some of our episodes. I keep on looking at the wrong camera. I need to take that down, or I'm going to keep looking at the wrong one. But she was in like our Jungle Gym episode from up in Kentucky, as well as our Cincinnati Zoo episode. So she is a big part here, and we miss her so much.
I know. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're
Yeah. Anyway, we're talking RVs. But yes.
Yep. Back to
Right.
RVs, not empty.
All right, so back to RVs.
Any other challenges, guys?
Yeah.
No, we covered the biggest ones.
Yeah,
Those,
so-
Yeah, I
those
think
were the big items
My
to
next
get over.
thing is, what would you do different?
Hmm.
What,
Well, I
what-
wouldn't-
I know. what
Clearly,
I,
I wouldn't
get it.
buy used again. Hence the second one we have not being used.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'd buy the
That's-
truck horse before the RV.
Yeah,
Buy the horse before the cart.
because we did some math and we thought, hey, technically the Telly can pull this. It's 1,000 under the weight, but it was still like white knuckles trying to
Sagging.
drive that and sagging and just getting the right truck for what you're going to get.
So truck first, then
Mhm.
RV.
Yes.
It might affect your decision.
Yeah.
Not might. It will.
And although I love my RV, and it's a good starter one, I probably would take a leaf out of Christine's book and look for the second RV you want instead of the first, and make the second one your first one.
Yep.
Get one a little bit bigger than what we have right now, because it's great. It's great, but I could use just a little more,
It's our training.
Space.
It's our training one. Our training wheel
Yeah.
one.
especially when
It
it's
has the
like,
training wheels on it.
Yeah.
like especially that one campsite. Where did we go? Silver Lake, where it rained almost constantly.
Yeah.
And we could still work in there together, but like Mel had to sit on the bed and I sat in the back.
I like
You know,
sitting
where
on the
where
bed though,
worked
because
out,
all the
so-
windows are up there.
So I probably would have gone just a teeny bit, whatever one I thought, okay, I'll go with the small one, get 2 feet longer, kind of thing. So
And, and going in hand with the size you just mentioned, not that size matters, but bazinga, press the button.
wait.
Where's my button?
Bazinga.
Thank you. You really also need to look, at your state, and because most people don't go too far out of state every weekend or every month. You need to look at what kind of size your average place around you has. Our state parks can handle up to a 30, but you go beyond 30, and you start to really limit yourself in some places.
Right.
Same with the forests around here. So, your decision on having a truck that can do X, Y, Z, for different trailers or units, and then you might want the 32, but maybe the 29 is better, because otherwise you're gonna not find yourself limiting the ability to get into certain places. So that's a consideration, and something that we fortunately learned before getting the second one. We went under the 30-foot level so that we were more accessible, as opposed to going just over it. We found that happy medium, so that's an important thing to keep in mind.
You mean you found the happy medium?
The guy who has to drive it and back it up and hitch it up found a happy medium.
Hello there.
And welcome in, Law Jones.
Hey.
Okay.
What else we got?
What top tips do you have for new RVers?
Ooh, that's a good one.
You better get this one right, the driver.
I mean, I think one of my
I
top
assume.
tips would be,
Go ahead, Ryan.
I was going to say one of my top tips would be to really take your time and research the different models that are out there. Number one, find one that's going to work for your needs. But also, if you're buying used, unlike us, have it like truly inspected by somebody other than the dealer that you're purchasing
There's
it from.
RV inspector.
third party inspector. Just like when you buy a
inspector.
house.
Yeah.
Just like buying a house. That's a great one. I assume Christine's looking for the answer of listen to your wife again. Probably just because that's what she wants to hear for an answer on this.
Where's my thing?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, see, I can't do that anymore because my iPhone is not. The iPhone
Oh.
camera is not working.
Well, my tip would be go to an empty parking lot and practice backing up, regardless if you have the assist or not.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it the first time to be like us backing up in the dark with the audience.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was not.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Oh, look who has made it in!
Oh,
no.
Yeah!
Hey,
God, the man, the myth, the legend.
woo!
We understand there's a lot of snow that probably delayed you getting here tonight, Scott. It's okay. It's snow. It's a delayed opening for snow days.
That's right. That's right.
They take a long nap because it was a snow day.
Yeah.
So my tip would be actually totally off the wall. If you really think you're going to do it, start buying the things you need in advance, i.e. blocks, hose, gray water, fresh water, stinky slinky, camping chairs, whatever. And try bringing some of those things with you when you do your regular tent camping or whatever camping you want. Because honestly, you buy the camper and that's a pretty big hit, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like another couple $100. And if you don't think about it in advance,
More than
it's
a couple
a
hundred.
couple $1,000.
That's
when you
better.
buy the welcome to the club thing that they offer at all dealerships. You can get this new camper shopping cart full of junk. It's like $2,000. No, you don't need to spend that kind of money. And if you buy some of it in advance because you know you're going to do it, you'll already have the things you need.
Yep. Well, Law Jones has a question. I like it.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Stinky slinky.
Stinky slinky is the slang term for the black and gray water waste hose. Traditionally, they are plastic hoses, which are accordion style and squish down to about 4 feet, but stretch out to a good 10 feet and sometimes more, depending on the brand. And since it is used to clear the stinky water from your black and gray tanks, it has the slang term stinky slinky.
Slinky.
Right.
Yep.
I got a bonus tip for us.
Yeah.
So don't go out and like download and purchase every RV app.
Yes.
No.
If I could take back the Harvest host that I sunk for like $160 for the first year, I would so take that back. We have not used it. And honestly, I don't think we're going to use it. The only time might be going up to
Helen.
I think it
maybe.
depends on the way you RV. We're weekend warriors, so it doesn't make sense to have those because those are usually one night stands. I was about to say,
Yeah,
They
are
one
one
night
night
stand on a way to somewhere else. So
Right.
That's exactly what they are, one night stands, and they often don't have power and or water. That's one or the other, but rarely is it ever both. So that's you really should think about. Don't just buy them because they look good, they sound good, they advertise well, but your style of camping is really going to affect, because you can always, most states you can stay at a Cracker Barrel after hours without any cost. You can often stay at many Walmarts in the more camping and rural areas are friendly for it.
Bass Pro Shops, I think, sometimes
Some
have.
Bass Pro
some
Shops
of them
have
have
it.
them.
Loves.
you got to
Loves
check.
and Pilots sometimes have facilities that you can stop at for a short overnighter, 8-hour type of stopover. They're getting business out of you because usually you're gassing up before, there anyway. So those places are good. We've only used our free version of that, our RV Life or whatever Christine got.
RV overnights.
RV overnights. We only used it once, and it was for that drive-in that we stayed at. Now that was a cool experience, though, for the price of your movie ticket and a $10 food voucher that you just went inside and got popcorn and soda anyway. You could stay, on the side of the movie theater, and you got to watch the double feature there. And if you have the camper stereo, it's great. That's a cool. There are some cool things on the apps, but it's really about how you're going to use it.
We got a few more people that have come in. So before we move on, let's welcome them in. We've got RV Talk.
Hello.
Mel and I did go to the Super Show. We went on Saturday for a while and shot some video and some floor plans. So that'll be out in a little bit. But
and we went camping and did some video while camping.
Yeah. Christine and I were actually had already booked camping that weekend.
Yeah.
As part of I want to make sure we do one thing a month, no questions asked. So I went out months ago and went and booked at least something somewhere. So we were in Naples, down off of 41 in the Everglades. Did some airboating while we were there near the campsite and had a nice weekend.
Okay.
Yep. And then we have Jeremy and Cheryl Cruise Adventures.
Cheryl.
Oh, hey guys.
How
Hope you guys are staying warm there in Galveston.
Yeah.
And then we've got Peter Dell, who has come in. So, hello.
Hello. Okay. So with that tip of you don't need all the apps, here are a few apps that you can use that are absolutely free and very helpful. Number one, Overlander. It's hard to say. That one will tell you where dump stations are, where you can boondock for free, where water is, where gas is. It's a very convenient app. Recreation.gov. It's a great one. Some of your places to camp, like
The app is free,
forests
but
and
obviously
stuff.
the campsites are not.
The campsites are not, but the app is free to book your things. Camp Dominion, it does the same thing as Harvest Host or boondockers.com, whatever. Gives you those unusual one-night stand places to stay for free or cheap. And then RV road trippers or En Route or one of those routing apps. You can use those for free or you can pay for them, but definitely try them out on the free side before you pay for them to see which one you like the best. Those are my top recommendations for free apps.
Yeah. Now, a paid app that I do like, and I actually talked to a rep at the RV show this weekend to provide some feedback and see if he could give me the download, which is RV Life. So that one is $65 a year. And basically you can put all of your RV rig information into it and it calculates an RV safe path for you. My feedback to them was I don't like the fact that it only gives me one route and it just looks for what's the fastest way. Yes, you can say avoid highways, avoid ferries, avoid tunnels, that kind of thing. But I usually like to have at least 2, if not 3 different route options, especially if it's an area I'm familiar with. I'm like, well, no, that's not really the best way because I know for a fact that traffic wise, it might say it's fast, but once you actually get into traffic, it's 10 times longer than the other one.
Yeah.
So I was talking to them for a little bit about it, and he said there's definitely an update coming sometime this year that's going to give you a secondary option with hopes that there's another update within the next year or so that would give you 3 different options, which is the norm with most of, Waze, Google, those and Apple Maps usually give you 3 option routes. And so RV Life is supposed to be kind of moving towards that. So I like the RV Life. Again, you can put your rigs and it does that for you. It sounds like there are going to be some updates really soon that'll give you multiple options. But I also like it because you can search campsites, you can leave reviews, check in, do Wi-Fi testing and add pictures that can help other campers out there. So that's my paid app that I would keep.
All right, so RV was there for 4 days.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to catch some of that.
I bet
stuff.
you saw some of my favorite RV people too.
Yeah, we got to see Traveling with Robert just for a little bit, but he was swarmed. So, but yeah, we spent some time looking at a couple of Grand Designs, the new Class C Grand Design as well that just came out. We got some video of those,
and we just actually picked some random RVs that look kind of cool from the outside.
Yeah.
We did not look at any other motorized. We just looked at the one Grand Design because it was the first Grand Design motorized one.
But we looked at some Airstreams when we first got there. We looked at an Airstream. We looked at a couple of Gray Wolf Forest Rivers, a couple of Grand Designs.
Did you guys look at the Cyclones? Those are pretty cool.
We didn't go on the big ones. No.
Okay.
We were trying to stay away from those and just kind of focus on what we considered we would like.
Yeah, and other than the Class C, we're looking ones that were really close to what our next RV would be.
Gotcha.
Yes, Peter. Jayco
they
is
are
very popular here.
As a matter of fact, a Jayco specific dealer has just opened up around too far from us. It's a little north of us. What is that, in Ocala or around?
It's in Brooksville.
So I believe it's run by Camping World. But it's specific. Camping World is really unique. They have their huge places everyone knows about, but they have a number of areas regionally where the dealership specifies in specific brands or manufacturers only. For example, we've been to the Forest River
Pacific
location by Camping World, and all they do are deal with Forest River line stuff, and they're experts on that product. And again, in Brooksville, and I even saw it advertised on Bay News 9 recently. The new Jayco one that is Jayco specific for all, and Jayco is a huge model line, and they are very popular. We looked at one, we didn't go with it for one reason or another. Not that there was anything wrong with it.
We didn't go with it because they had used stinky socks. Really.
Okay.
That was the reason why.
You really need to clarify what that means. Christine doesn't understand the concept that dealers don't like to sink money into detailing and cleaning used units.
When you go to look at RVs,
used,
you look at new and used. New is very pretty, clean, almost perfect. Used, they don't clean them before they show them like a used car. They just are as is. And when you buy it, then they clean it. So the Jayco we happened to go in had used smelly socks. And for that reason, we did not buy that camper.
Oh my goodness.
I just couldn't move past it.
Right.
Sure.
Oh, Eddie's mother used to live, I guess, in Brooksville.
Awesome.
Hey.
It's very close to us.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Brookville's a nice area. We cut through it all the time.
All right, what's next? Because
Well,
we're actually pretty much
We're
at
on time.
So,
The only
yeah.
other thing I was going to say is what is the most rewarding part of RVing? We can wrap it up with that.
Yeah.
Being closer to nature is mine.
Yep. Being outdoors.
Yeah. I guess for
seeing
me,
things.
you know, because we're in Florida and we have so much, is just the easeability of being able to get away from the daily life, even if it's a Friday, Saturday, come home Sunday. I can get away from the house. I can get away from work, get away from everything here, and just drive an hour to 2 hours away. And like Mel said, be with nature for a weekend and kind of recharge.
Yeah. I agree. It's a great way to disconnect without being totally disconnected too.
Right.
Now they're all wanting to know whose socks were they.
Okay.
And Eddie
Mystery
said
man.
they were
No.
CJ's dirty socks.
Whoever owned the unit before, they had like a dirty, a little one of those little pouches
Why
where
would
you put
just
stuff.
leave your socks?
And when they
Well,
turned
they
it over,
also
they
left
left it
their
as
skivvies.
is. There were skivvies, there were socks, there were still toiletries hanging in a basket, on the inside of the bathroom door. I mean, it was literally like somebody said, "Okay, I'm done with this. I've sold it to you, or I don't want these items." They didn't take the time to clean it, and it just sits there on the lot that way.
You know
They
what?
It's a bordella.
Maybe it was
a bordella
Rico.
on wheels.
Maybe it was
No, it was
Rico.
not a brothel on wheels. She's looking for brothel. That's the word.
That's a good. This is
Bordella,
small,
brothel,
though.
whatever it is.
Maybe we should get one of those multi-room ones and we can open a brothel on wheels. It'd be hard to track us down.
Brothel on wheels. There we go. We trademarking it.
Yeah. Come to BODS, brothel on demand.
We'll come to you.
We'll come to you. So you.
I am about to say something, but we had better stop, or we're going to get censored.
Okay. I'd like to do a quick little plug. I know that the clock is only back temporarily, but while it's still here, I'm going to start a little series of our favorite things, favorite camping things, favorite travel things that we've used, that some of the things we have are on our Amazon list, some of the things we don't. And I'm just going to keep that going for as long as I can
90 days.
until it goes away.
Again.
But I just thought I'd let everybody know, start expecting some little shorts of our favorite things on the dock.
Yep. Because I know
Assuming you
guys
didn't
were
delete it off
super
your phone and you can
swamped.
still use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know you guys were super swamped last year, so we're looking forward to seeing more video of your outings and stuff like that. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, look forward to our Everglade outing that we just
know,
gave
right?
you.
That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
All right, we should close out our poll.
All right, so let's close out the poll. So we were taking a look at what people's RV preferences were.
What were the options? Because once again, I forgot to vote in my own poll.
Basically, a Class A, a Class C, a travel trailer, or a fifth wheel.
What type of RV do you
Okay,
prefer?
gotcha.
So it looks like most
hauler.
people like the like a Class C, kind of that big van, U-Haul
Okay.
trucky kind of.
Those
Mhm.
are
Set up.
expensive, though.
They're
They are.
expensive. They have the maintenance of a vehicle and the maintenance of a camper combined. So that's one downside. And really the big downside for that, there's two for us that we shied away from them real quick. I know the people liked it, but one, when you get to your location, unless you're hauling another vehicle behind you, that's it. You've got to literally disconnect your power, water, and whatnot, and take that with you if you need to run to Walmart or you want to go to, like I said, go to the airport tour, 30 minutes down the road. And you've got to drive that to it. If you're, in my opinion, if you're dragging another car behind you, well, you might as well be better off in a travel trailer. And for us, we are smokers, and we don't smoke we won't smoke in our house. And if you're driving a Class C or a Class A, well, there's no way I can do 6 or 7 hours of driving out without a smoke. And I'm not pulling over every, 45 minutes to have a cigarette or whatever. So that would never work for us. So that's definitely our least favorite option, personally.
Right.
But that's an interesting poll. That's cool.
Yep.
But he didn't even get to finish it.
Yeah, he did. He said what one.
We're all good. No one chose. Actually, there were only 4 people that voted. Shame on you. I know some may have been watching on TV, so you can't really vote when you're watching on a TV. But yeah, so that will bring that poll to an end. Now I know that right now Scott is up, so 2025, the year of private destinations. So go on over there and check him out. Give him a hashtag PKAT raid. And thank you guys so much again for tuning in this week. Next week, we'll be back with some more RV talk. Like I said, the rest of this month will be RV and camping, and then we'll flip back to our cruises again in February.
We like to flip-flop.
Yeah, back and forth because, we have a duality channel. We've been really talking a lot of cruises because that's what we do the most of. But now that we're kind of a year into camping, we'll bring our knowledge with that. So thank you guys again.
Yeah, it's hard to take the scenic route when you're always on ship.
Yeah, right. But we'll see you guys next week. As always, we'll see you on
the scenic route.
We really got to get a button.
We really got to get that button.